Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Somnambulist, noun, somnambulism, somnambulistic, somnambulate, somnambulation, somnambulator, a sleepwalker, someone who engages in somnambulism, unconscious movement or behavior during sleep. Figuratively, a person who acts mechanically or without conscious awareness, as if in a trance. Historical or literary, a term once used in mesmerism and early psychology to describe a hypnotized subject in a deep trance-like state. Somnambulist, sleepwalker. The somnambulists wander the hallway at night, unaware of their actions until waking up confused the next morning. Doctors study the somnambulist to understand the brain's activity during sleepwalking episodes. In literature, a somnambulist often symbolizes someone moving through life without true awareness. Somnambulism, noun, the condition of sleepwalking. Somnambulism is more common in children, but can persist into adulthood in rare cases. The patient's somnambulism was so severe that safety measures were needed to prevent injury. Research into somnambulism explores the boundary between sleep and wakefulness. Somnambulistic, adjective, relating to sleepwalking. His somnambulistic episodes were triggered by stress and sleep deprivation. The detective noticed the suspect's somnambulistic movements as if acting unconsciously. The novel's protagonist had a somnambulistic detachment from reality. Somnambulate, verb, to sleepwalk. The patient would occasionally somnambulate, prompting his family to install door alarms. Historical accounts describe people who could somnambulate with eerie precision. Somnambulation, noun, the act of sleepwalking. The study focused on the frequency and duration of somnambulation in adults. His somnambulation was so convincing that observers thought he was fully awake. Somnambulator, noun, one who sleepwalks. The old medical journal referred to the patient as a chronic somnambulator. Gothic tales sometimes feature a tormented somnambulator driven by unseen forces. Key tips for test takers, TOEFL, SAT, GRE, GMAT. 1. Likely question formats. Analogies. Somnambulist is to sleepwalking as insomniac is to sleeplessness. Relationship. Person versus condition. Synonym selection. Somnambulist may be matched with sleepwalker or noctambulist, though the latter is rarer. Sentence completion. The blank moved through the house at night, unaware of their surroundings. Correct. Somnambulist. 2. Common confusables. Noctambulist versus somnambulist both mean sleepwalker, but noctambulist is less common. Insomniac, someone who can sleep, versus somnambulist, someone who moves while asleep. Lucid dreamer, aware while dreaming. Opposite, somnambulist, unconscious while moving. 3. Relevant idioms or proverbs, rare but useful for literary contexts. Sleepwalking through life, metaphor for acting without awareness. GRE reading passages may use this. Like a somnambulist in a trance, describes someone moving mechanically. SAT or GRE figurative language. 4. Test-taking strategies, TOEFL. Expect somnambulists in reading passages about sleep disorders. Focus on context clues. SAT or GRE. Likely appears in analogy or sentence completion questions. Remember, somnambulist is sleepwalker. GMAT. Less common but may appear in critical reasoning passages on medical or psychological topics.